Consider Henry Ford. He did not inherit success. He earned it through an unquenchable thirst for knowledge, improvement, and innovation. Mr. Ford refused to merely accept the status quo. He envisioned what could be and sought the means to construct it. His achievement stemmed not from a singular brilliant concept, but from persistent curiosity and a steadfast belief in growth. Ford questioned, tested, studied, and adapted. Through this mindset, he not only transformed his life, but also reshaped the world's comprehension of industry, transportation, and progress. Yet, hidden within these challenges lies a powerful secret. These very trials are the proving grounds for your future self. When obstacles arise, as they undoubtedly will, you face two options: withdraw or rise. You can allow the storm to crush your resolve, or you can let it sculpt your character. Yet, long before he ascended to the highest office, Lincoln traversed a path filled with failures, rejections, and sorrows. He faced numerous defeats, struggled in business, and endured significant personal losses. I have spent a lifetime studying the thought processes of the world's most accomplished individuals: industrialists, inventors, presidents, and philosophers. You are not meant to fulfill someone else's dream. You are here to ignite your own. Each time you compare your journey to someone else's, you relinquish a fragment of your power, shifting the center of your universe to somewhere outside yourself. He was dismissed from a newspaper for his alleged lack of imagination, encountered bankruptcy, betrayal, and numerous barriers. Yet, amidst these challenges, Mr. Disney held on to one thing with unwavering tenacity: a clear vision. This is the spirit you need to carry with you. You, too, harbor a seed of greatness within. It rests silently, anticipating your belief, your actions, and your nurturing with tenacity, discipline, and bravery. Above all, it yearns for your conviction. Belief isn't just a luxury. It's not a trait meant solely for an elite few. You stop asking, "Why is this happening to me?" And instead, you inquire, what can I learn from this? This subtle shift in mindset unlocks tremendous potential, for thoughts are not passive. They are a force that shapes your words, decisions, and actions, and ultimately your outcomes. A mind engulfed in negativity will consistently discover reasons to halt, while a mindset grounded in positivity will always find a pathway to progress. When you embrace positive thinking, you connect with solutions. You unleash your creativity, resilience, and faith. What mission or idea fills you with excitement, significance, and purpose? That is your passion, your calling. Once you identify it, your world shifts. Activities that previously seemed mundane take on new significance. Extended hours no longer drain you, they invigorate you. Challenges become puzzles rather than problems, and you cease to pursue external motivation since your purpose propels you forward from deep within. You become magnetic, focused, and alive. Your thoughts will gain clarity, your vision will sharpen, your actions will align with purpose, and the universe, as strange as it may be, will start to respond. All significant change begins within. All success is first born in the invisible realm of thought. Before a skyscraper rises, the blueprint is designed. And it was their persistence that led to their monumental successes. They evolved into more than just individuals who achieved success. They became embodiments of what is attainable when someone resolutely decides to persevere. Now take a moment to reflect inwardly and consider what will truly define you. So, refuse to settle. Don't dull your senses with comfort or distractions. Seek your passion and invest everything you've got into it, as passion makes any dream attainable. When you are passionate, you don't merely survive. You thrive, you inspire, you lead, you truly live. The strength of positive thinking reveals that your mind is the most formidable tool you have. It is not simply a vessel for thoughts, but a creator of your reality. What you continually think, you become. What you concentrate on, you draw towards you. The world around you mirrors the reality you build within. Everything that unfolds around you, everything you aspire to accomplish, every ambition you treasure, originates with you. This isn't merely a metaphor. It's a profound truth, perhaps the most powerful realization you will ever encounter. Your life will unfold exactly as you dictate if you first govern it within your own mind. They recited their vision until it morphed into a truth, supporting their dreams when no one else did. So, I pose this question. What do you believe about yourself? Do you see yourself as capable of more? Do you think your dreams are valid, that your efforts carry significance, that your ideas deserve pursuit? Your future is not reserved for those who think they know everything, but for those who are eager to learn all they can, ready to adapt, grow, and rise. In the realm of learning, you lead. In adapting, you master your destiny, and the world will belong to those who continuously strive to become more. Harness your passion and purpose. Passion is the heartbeat of enduring success. It is the unseen flame that propels you forward, the energy that transforms the impossible into the possible. Without passion, every task feels like a chore, and every hurdle seems insurmountable. You are destined for more. You are meant to learn, adapt, and evolve. Every time you select growth instead of ease, you become more capable, resilient, and powerful. However, if you continue to build, refine, and believe, the fruits of your labor will eventually appear. Exercise patience with your progress, maintain tenacity in your focus, and above all, stay committed to your own journey. Adaptability is not a weakness. It is a form of wisdom. Adjusting does not equate to surrendering your values. Rather, it enhances your strategy. The most powerful individuals are those who can shift direction without losing sight of their purpose. They are like water, seamlessly navigating around obstacles while still reaching their goals. Life will not wait. Always follow your plan. Markets fluctuate, people evolve, and opportunities come and go. Define your objectives, make them precise, ensure they are measurable, and clarify them so distinctly that even in times of uncertainty, you can refer to them and recall your journey. Picture yourself navigating a vast sea without a clear destination. As the wind changes and the waves push you in different directions, every action becomes a reaction to external circumstances. This lack of control leads to aimless living, with many simply responding to life rather than taking charge. Many would have given up, pointing to their efforts, exhaustion, and years of labor as reasons to concede that success eluded them. But not Edison. He embodied a quality that all successful individuals must nurture, a belief in the merit of his idea. Every struggle serves as a lesson, every failure sharpens your focus, and every fall fosters resilience. Resilience isn't a trait you're born with. It's developed, forged in the fires of hardship, during those moments when your instinct makes you want to give up, but something deeper urges you to continue. If you're genuinely committed to achieving success, the initial step is to eliminate the habit of fixating on others. It's effortless to get caught up in comparing their victories, lifestyles, and pace, while questioning why you haven't reached that point yet. The instant you choose to trust in your own power, your path, and your possibilities, you begin to attract success. The people, opportunities, ideas, and resources will emerge, not as a coincidence, but as a result. Have faith in yourself not at some distant point in the future or when you're finally prepared, but right now. Everything you're striving for is on the other side of your belief. So open that door, walk through it, and reveal the strength of a believing mind. Setting goals and having a clear vision are essential. Edison did not evaluate himself against those who quit. He did not lament the time it took him while others achieved success more rapidly. He comprehended what few do. Failure is not a judgment. It serves as feedback. Each setback was a step toward mastery, a piece of the puzzle, and an evolution of his dream. You draw in individuals who resonate with your energy, and you open pathways that would have remained closed had your attitude been mired in doubt. This doesn't imply that life becomes effortless. Positive thinking isn't about ignoring reality or dismissing pain. It's about confronting both with courage and optimism. It's the capacity to gaze into darkness and still perceive the light, to traverse through challenges while believing that something greater lies ahead. You must select your thoughts with the same care that a master craftsman chooses his tools. So, embrace the journey, take the class, read the book, pose the difficult questions, enact the necessary changes, release what no longer serves you, and create room for what will uplift you. Your thoughts serve as the building blocks. With them, you are constructing a life, a legacy, a future. Build with conviction. purpose and positivity, for the future is destined for those who hold faith in it. When your belief is profound enough, the world has no choice but to align with your vision. Decisiveness is not the same as recklessness. It signifies clarity in motion. It involves evaluating your path, making a commitment, and proceeding even when circumstances are not ideal, because in reality, conditions will never be perfect. Waiting for certainty is a silent killer of aspirations. Every small step counts. Each action, no matter how slight, is a brick laid in the structure of your future. One phone call, one decision, one courageous conversation, these actions accumulate into success. Cultivate the habit of acting promptly on your inspirations. When an opportunity arises, seize it. Let decisiveness be your companion, the force that prevents you from drifting or delaying. You are the architect of your life, but only action can propel you forward. So make bold choices, act quickly, and trust that even if you stumble, you continue to progress. Allow your purpose to be the compelling force urging you ahead, enabling your heart to resonate deeply with something significant. As you chase your calling with fervor, the world will take notice, not because you sought validation, but because your brilliance will be undeniable. Allow your thoughts to guide you forward, taking intentional action. Knowledge by itself does not alter your life. Dreams, regardless of how vivid or motivating, do not yield success without action. What distinguishes those who merely envision from those who realize is a single critical trait: decisive action. Throughout history, those who left a meaningful mark were not always the most educated or the most talented. Rather, they were fearless. They acted when others hesitated and progressed while others stalled. Through their actions, they crafted their own destinies. Amelia Earhart serves as a brilliant illustration. She didn't just fantasize about flying. She took to the skies during an era when women were often dissuaded from pursuing aviation. She boldly entered the cockpit, breaking societal barriers and inspiring generations. She didn't wait for approval from the world. She took action, and through her resolute steps, she etched her name into history. You, too, harbor dreams and possess knowledge, but none of it holds value unless you take action. The world offers rewards based on what you do, not on what you intend to do. Hesitation is the adversary of advancement. The longer you delay action, the more room fear has to expand. Doubt slips in, opportunities fade, and momentum dissipates. The remedy? Decisiveness. Decisiveness is not synonymous with recklessness. It represents clarity in motion. It involves evaluating your journey, making choices, and moving ahead even when conditions are far from perfect, because in reality, they never will be. Waiting for certainty is a quiet assassin of dreams. Every small step counts. Every action, no matter how trivial, is a brick in the foundation of your future. A single phone call, one decision, one courageous conversation, these are the steps that accumulate into success. Cultivate the habit of acting promptly on your inspirations. When opportunity arises, seize it. Let decisiveness be your companion, the force that prevents you from drifting or delaying. You are the author of your own life. Enough the world must inevitably align with your vision, so allow your thoughts to guide you there. Taking deliberate action is essential. Possessing knowledge by itself won't transform your life. You come to realize that pain is fleeting while progress is enduring. Think of every prominent figure in history: Lincoln, Edison, Mandela, Roosevelt. Each one faced the flames. Each one was told failure was inevitable. Each one experienced repeated failures, yet persisted. You will discover strategies to halt comparisons, quiet the clamor of external opinions, and train your mind to remain grounded on your individual path, even amidst distractions. Envision for a moment that you are positioned at the very heart of your own universe. Ensure every decision supports your objective. If a choice draws you nearer to your goal, pursue it. If it pulls you away, dismiss it. With clarity comes focus. With focus comes momentum. And with momentum, you can achieve remarkable feats. That relentless drive, that steadfast spirit, is what transformed him from a man beleaguered by circumstances into a leader celebrated throughout history. This same lesson applies to you. The path to greatness is rarely a straight line. It is not paved with ease or comfort, but is often rugged, unpredictable, and merciless. Is it those obstacles you faced, the instances when things didn't pan out as you wished, the failures that temporarily undermined your confidence, or will it be your reaction to those challenges? Will you rise like Mr. Lincoln and demonstrate through your actions that no tempest can undermine the spirit of a person determined not to be defeated? Rather than longing for an easy life, aspire for the strength to endure one filled with meaning, a life rich in purpose, impact, and significance. You start to perceive the world in a new light. Opportunities emerge, distractions fade away, and energy flows where your focus is directed. A vague aspiration yields vague outcomes, whereas a specific goal, inscribed on paper, revisited daily, and pursued with intent, transforms into an unstoppable force. Carnegie did not squander his energy measuring himself against others. He did not envy the fortunes of those who came before him, nor did he shrink away in the presence of individuals who appeared more educated, more experienced, or more fortunate. However, when passion anchors your endeavors, everything shifts. Helen Keller exemplifies this truth brilliantly. Blind and deaf before age 2, her existence consisted of silence and darkness, yet she refused to accept defeat. She did not give in. To limitation, driven by an intense desire to connect, learn, and contribute, she emerged as an emblem of resilience, bravery, and purpose. Miss Keller not only overcame obstacles, she flourished. She became an author, a speaker, and a source of inspiration for millions worldwide. When he came across a modest hamburger stand run by the McDonald brothers, he didn't waste his energy comparing himself to other entrepreneurs or pondering whether he could replicate their success. He wasn't interested in what others were constructing. He was wholly focused on his own potential. He envisioned a future where others perceived a basic burger stand, yet he pursued that vision with unwavering focus. Mr. Kroc transformed that modest establishment into a huge empire, not by glancing sideways, but by looking ahead. They possess purpose and avoid dispersing their energy across countless pursuits. They flow like a powerful river, steady, consistent, and unstoppable because they have clear direction. You must adopt the same mindset. You must crystallize what you genuinely desire, not what others expect of you, not what fear permits, but what you yearn for deep down. Is it financial freedom? Mastery in your field represents freedom, contribution, legacy, whatever it may be. Write it down. However, the greatest achievers, those who build empires and legacies, understood a crucial truth. You must identify your destination before you embark on the journey. Walt Disney, a name that resonates globally as a beacon of creativity and joy, faced myriad rejections before he achieved success. Don't allow it to exist solely as a fleeting thought. Written goals become anchors that remind you of your identity and your direction. Review them regularly, articulate them aloud, and let their brilliance illuminate your mind so that no distraction can overshadow their glow. The foundation of her success was her unwavering passion for knowledge, her zeal for communication, and her commitment to uplifting others despite adversity. This same force resides within you. While your challenges may differ, they are yours to face and to transcend them, to rise up, to create a fulfilling life. You must uncover what ignites your spirit. Reflect on what brings you to life. What tasks could you engage in for hours without glancing at the clock? This is the lesson I implore you to adopt. Halt the sideways glances. Your neighbor's achievements are irrelevant to your own potential. The promotions received by your colleagues, the successes of your friends, the accolades claimed by others, these are not your guiding stars. Instead, he turned introspectively, engaged in self-study, and took control of his thoughts. He directed all his mental and physical energy toward the vision he had set for himself, rooting himself firmly at the center of his own universe and bending the world to his will. Do not fear the magnitude of your aspirations. Fear instead a life lived without ambition. The deepest tragedy is not missing the high bar, but settling for a low one and succeeding. Successful individuals aren't just fortunate, they are intentional in their actions. If it is genuinely yours, cease waiting for approval, stop seeking signs, and abandon comparisons, hesitations, and doubts. Take control of your inner environment and proclaim yourself as the architect of your destiny. You are not here to copy others. You are meant to create. Each moment spent looking outward detracts from the time you could be using to cultivate your own endeavors. The reality is that focusing on others breeds distraction, whereas concentrating on yourself fosters direction. When you cease pursuing their timelines and begin investing in your own journey, everything transforms. And when you choose to keep going, pushing forward, even amid fear, doubt, and discomfort, remarkable transformations occur. You become stronger, not merely in your actions, but in your mindset. You begin to recognize your capabilities extend far beyond what you ever envisioned. This confidence was not arrogance or ego. It was a profound conviction that their vision deserved pursuit, regardless of the cost, the obstacles faced, or the failures encountered. Thomas Edison exemplified this, enduring over 10,000 failures before finally inventing the electric light bulb. If so, then act accordingly. Speak like someone who believes, walk like someone who knows, plan, think, move, and build as one who recognizes that success is inherently yours, if only you refuse to relinquish it. Don't wait for the world to affirm your worth. That is a fool's errand. Validation starts from within. This is the insight that the great achievers understood. Belief is not merely an emotion, it is a conscious choice, a commitment made consistently, hour by hour, moment by moment. The more you choose belief, the stronger you become, the more unstoppable you are, and the more you uncover the vastness of your true potential. Every individual who has ever achieved something meaningful has traversed the terrain of uncertainty. Yet they persevered. They didn't allow fear to commandeer their lives. They resisted yielding control to self-doubt. Instead, they fortified their belief like an unwavering fortress. The reality is this: when you cease to compare yourself to others, you truly begin to live. In that space, in that liberation, your authentic greatness emerges. Continuous learning and adaptability are key. Life rewards the flexible and inquisitive, not the inflexible. It favors those who remain open-minded, adaptable, and dedicated to ongoing growth. The world is in constant flux, and those who achieve greatness are not those who resist change, but those who embrace it. Those who achieve greatness are not the ones who evade hardship. They are those who endure it. Setbacks are not indicators that you are headed in the wrong direction. They are affirmations that you are on a journey worth pursuing. Once your attention strays from your inner world, your thoughts become fragmented, your actions reactive, and your outcomes inconsistent. Can you grasp the danger of this? You must reclaim the sovereignty of your own mind. Those who cling to outdated methods, familiar routes, or obsolete skills will ultimately be left behind. Understanding that learning is a continuous journey rather than a temporary stage is vital. It serves as the very energy for your evolution. Each new understanding, every lesson gained, and every skill learned contributes to your arsenal, preparing you to better handle the unpredictability of your path. Success isn't gained through comparison. It emerges from clarity, discipline, and engaging in the work that truly propels you forward. In the upcoming moments, I'll reveal the mental shifts that distinguish those who are consumed with others from those who dedicate their attention solely to self-improvement. He had a vivid idea of what he wished to create, envisioning it in his mind long before the world acknowledged its possibility. This clarity served as his guiding compass. Herein lies the lesson. Clarity empowers you. When you know exactly what you aim for, the full force of your mind rallies behind that target. Each of them, without exception, embarked on their journey to greatness not with wealth, influence, or education, but with a clear purpose and an unwavering belief in their own potential. They each made the choice to become the architects of their own destiny. It establishes a commitment between you and your aspirations. So take a moment to ponder. Where are you headed? This is not a question to take lightly. It requires profound contemplation, stillness, and reflection. Your inner world shapes your outer reality. If you desire a brighter future, you must initiate that transformation within your thoughts. You need to envision yourself as strong, capable, worthy, and abundant long before the world mirrors that back to you. The reality is that individuals who transformed the world were not always those who had an easy path. They were the ones who believed they could, even when no one else did, even when the odds were against them. You possess that same potential. Harness it. Andrew Carnegie, for instance, was a man who emerged from a modest upbringing in a one-room cottage in Scotland. Upon arriving in America, he had no riches, no family ties, nor formal education. What he possessed was an intense vision and an indomitable drive that circumstances could not extinguish. Mr. Conventional measures of failure should have brought him down. He had every justification to give up, yet he persevered. Why? Because Mr. Lincoln realized something that many people miss. Failure does not define your worth. Persistence does. Positive thinking isn't a gentle philosophy. It is a discipline, a strength, a method of navigating life with determination and resilience. As you nurture a positive mental attitude, you begin to reshape your reality. Obstacles turn into stepping stones, setbacks morph into invaluable lessons, and failure becomes feedback rather than a final verdict. Do not allow fear, comparison, or negativity to settle in your mind. They have no rightful place in the home where your dreams reside. Start each day by establishing a positive mental tone. Articulate affirmations, visualize success, and surround yourself with words, people, and routines that bolster your belief in possibilities. Protect your mind as though it were a priceless treasure, because that is precisely what it is. When negative thoughts emerge, and they will, do not accept them without questioning. Replace and redirect those thoughts. Reclaim your focus. Remind yourself that this is not how your story concludes. Before fortunes are amassed, the vision is established, becomes influential when he cultivates discipline in his thoughts. So I ask you, what vision resides within you? What idea ignites such passion in your heart that you cannot relinquish it? Do not question its feasibility. Instead, ask if it truly belongs to you. Carnegie understood what many fail to grasp. Recognize that the most significant limitations in life are not those set by external circumstances, but those we accept within our own mindset. Mr. Dreams, no matter how vibrant or motivating, cannot create success on their own. What differentiates the dreamers from the achievers is one crucial quality: decisive action. Historically, those who left a significant mark were not always the most learned or the most talented, but they were daring. They took action when others faltered and advanced while others hesitated, and in doing so, they shaped their own destinies. A prime example is Amelia Earhart. She didn't merely daydream about flying. During a time when women were discouraged from entering aviation, she boldly took to the skies. Her courageous actions broke societal constraints and inspired countless generations. She didn't wait for societal approval. She acted, and through her decisive moves, she etched her name into the annals of history. You too harbor dreams and have knowledge, but none of that has significance unless you take action. The world won't reward you based on your intentions. It will only reward you for what you actually accomplish. Hesitation hinders progress. The longer you delay in taking action, the more room fear has to take root. Doubt sneaks in, opportunities slip away, and momentum fades. The solution? Decisiveness. They choose to take action again and again. You are not meant to live in timidity. You are created to live with intention. Allow your life to be molded not by fear, but by proactive strides. Because ultimately, it's your actions, not your intentions, that define you. Be resolute, take charge, and create your life according to your vision. The journey toward personal excellence begins right now. Embrace your unique path, set ambitious goals, cultivate resilience, dismiss comparisons, stay capable, ignite your passion, maintain a positive mindset, and act with conviction. Your future awaits, and the courageous move is one only you can make. You possess the power to shape your fate. Now is the time to focus inward and build the extraordinary life you deserve. Are you ready to embark on your journey? The greatest accomplishments are within your reach. Seize this moment and allow your brilliance to shine, inspiring others along the way. When distractions arise or the world tries to divert your attention, return to your passion. Let it serve as your guiding light. This is your motivation. Allow passion to steer your decisions and shape your career, relationships, and contributions. Let it infuse your work with significance and your days with happiness. The reality is, the most successful individuals are not those who had it easy. Ones with the greatest resources are often those with the strongest inner drive. That fire within equips them to withstand what others shy away from. It propels them onward when reason suggests they should halt, rendering them unstoppable. When you become overly focused on another's timeline, you neglect your own, spiraling out of alignment and chasing after goals that were never meant for you. Ultimately, you might end up feeling drained, frustrated, and lost, not due to failure, but because you strayed from being true to yourself. Your life's mission isn't to match or outdo others. It's to evolve into the most authentic, bold, and genuine version of yourself. This authentic self doesn't dwell in comparison. It thrives in creation, growing not by imitating others, but by reflecting inwardly. Steer clear of the comparison trap. The moment you start measuring your worth against others, you relinquish your power. You diminish your exceptional value and obscure the unique vision that belongs solely to you. What once was a clear path becomes shrouded in doubt, distraction, and dissatisfaction. Hold on to this truth. Your journey is uniquely yours. No one else has traversed your life, confronted your challenges, or envisioned your dreams. Thus, no one else's progress should determine your value. Ray Kroc, the visionary behind the phenomenal global expansion of McDonald's, grasped this principle well. The essential approach is to treat each day as a chance to learn, to view every circumstance, even setbacks, as a classroom. Ask yourself what this experience is meant to teach you, what strengths you can develop, and what adjustments you need to implement. You must also shield yourself from the biggest hindrance to growth, comfort. Comfort softly suggests that you are fine where you are, luring you to stop pushing, stop striving, and stop searching. Yet, comfort is not your ally. It is the quiet destroyer of potential. You are the focal point of your universe. Never lose sight of that. The significance of self-belief is evident throughout history. Those who ascended to the highest peaks and left lasting imprints on the world all possessed one exceptional trait, an unwavering faith in themselves. You need to hold an unwavering belief that your ideas, values, and ambitions are significant. They matter more than the opinions of others, more than your current results, and more than any fear or doubt that you carry. When you start to operate from this core, life stops happening to you and begins to unfold in your favor. Such a life calls for your resilience. It demands your tenacity and rewards your unwavering belief in the journey. Continue pushing ahead, one step at a time, one challenge at a time. Whatever the world may throw at you, you're not here to give in. You're here to build, to learn, to rise. And ultimately, when you reflect back, you will not lament the trials, but cherish them, for it is through these challenges that you unearthed your strength. Resilience converts ordinary individuals into extraordinary achievers. Let it transform you into the legend you were destined to be. An individual without a goal is akin to a ship without a sail, at the mercy of every breeze and storm. Conversely, one with a goal transforms into a creator, a builder, a conqueror of their own fate. Clarity is not merely a gift. It is a discipline to be cultivated, reinforced, and lived by. Master it, and you'll look back not with regret, but with pride, for you knew your destination and reached it. Resilience and persistent effort are vital. When Abraham Lincoln's name comes to mind, we often envision one of history's most esteemed leaders. He refused to allow his defeats to narrate his story. Instead, he viewed each setback not as an end, but as a curve in the journey. He regarded every disappointment as a chance to evolve, to reflect, and to return even stronger. Let them guide you like stars through the darkest nights, establish order amidst chaos, impart discipline to your actions, and provide certainty to your decisions. Passion transforms ordinary individuals into remarkable achievers. It empowers you to persevere when others give up and grants you the courage to take risks, stand apart, and pursue ambitions that others deem unattainable. Yet understand this: passion does not simply appear by chance. It has to be unearthed and embraced. Sometimes it shouts, other times it subtly whispers. You may need to explore new experiences, stumble occasionally, and dig deep to find it. But once discovered, hold on to it tightly. Devote yourself to it, nurture it, and structure your life around it. Success isn't situated in competing in someone else's race. It's about finishing your own with integrity, passion, and purpose. So take back your power, redirect your focus to center, silence the distractions, and escape the comparison trap. Whenever the temptation to compare arises, take a moment to pause, breathe, and remind yourself, I'm not here to compete, I'm here to create. Allow your journey to unfold as it is intended to. Let your growth steer the way and allow your vision, not the world's, to dictate your success. This path is available to you as well. The moment you believe you've learned enough, grown enough, or achieved enough is the moment your progress starts to wane, for success is not static, it's fluid, evolving alongside the world, and you must do the same. Never cease to broaden your horizons. Read books, ask questions, seek mentors, challenge your beliefs, push the limits of your knowledge, and step into the unknown with confidence. It is within the unfamiliar that you experience growth. It is in discomfort that you become more resilient. Evaluate your progress solely against who you were yesterday. This is the only relevant comparison. Did you grow? Did you learn? Did you edge closer to your purpose? If the answer is yes, then you are on the path to success, regardless of whether the world recognizes it yet. Avoid letting envy detract from your pursuit of excellence. Don't allow another's chapter 20 to make you question your chapter 2. The journey is lengthy, and true greatness often emerges quietly in the background, where applause is absent. Norman Vincent Peale recognized this truth with crystal clarity. Through his work, he advocated for positive thinking as a practical and dynamic force for change, not as mere wishful thinking. His teachings empowered countless individuals to break free from the confines of self-doubt, fear, and failure by merely transforming their inner conversations from defeatist to possibility-oriented. His gaze remained fixed on his mission rather than the objectives of those around him, and that is what led to his success. Comparison is a thief. It steals your joy, muddles your thoughts, and hinders your progress. Measuring yourself against others puts you in a rigged game where you only witness their victories, not their struggles. You observe the outcomes, not the journey, leading you to forget that your own path is progressing at its intended pace. Each step offers you valuable insights, and each decision enhances your wisdom. This is the essence of growth and the foundation of confidence. Keep in mind that the most accomplished individuals are not those who have never faced setbacks. They are the ones who refuse to remain stagnant. It is the bedrock of all progress. Lacking it, ideas stay mere wishes. Goals amount to fantasies. Your finest talents remain untapped, and your most radiant dreams dwindle into regret. Recognize that doubt and fear are not indicators of weakness. They are intrinsic to the journey. Remember this: the most remarkable figures throughout history achieved greatness, not by following others, but by listening to their own inner guidance. You have that voice as well. It has always been there, waiting for you to pay attention. Stand tall, look inward, and begin constructing the life that only you can forge.